Hello again, everybody. I'm all set to count down this week's 40 most played country songs in the nation, according to our friends at MediaBase 24/7 for the week ending March 5th, 2022. Before I start counting down this week's biggest hits, here's a look back at last week's top three. At number 3 was One Mississippi by Kane Brown. At number 2 was Half of My Hometown by Kelsey Ballerini and Kenny Chesney. And the number 1 song last week was Sand in My Boots by Morgan Wallen. Now, where will Morgan be at on this week's countdown? We'll find out 39 hits from now. We'll get the countdown started with a re-entry. It fell out of the countdown last week. This week, it's back in again at number 40. Caroline Jones with Come In, But Don't Make Yourself Comfortable. Another re-entry. This one fell out of the countdown for 2 weeks this week. They're back in at number 39. Taylor Swift and Chris Stapleton with I Bet You Think About Me. Well, after a couple of weeks at number 40, moving up to number 38 this week, Lee Brice with Soul. At number 37, second week on the chart, moving up 2. Here's Justin Moore with A Woman You Love. At number 36, up a couple, here's Chris Young and Mitchell Tenpenny at the End of a Bar. At number 35, up a couple, it's Tenille Arts and Back Then, Right Now. Up 2 to number 34, fourth week on the chart, here's Parmalee with Take My Name. At number 33, easing up 1, there's Brothers Osborne with I'm Not For Everyone. Up 3 spots to number 32, it's Dylan Scott with New Truck. And up a couple, the number 31, Frank Ray with Country Look Good on You. Up 2 spots to number 30 in their 27th week on the chart, here's Toby Keith with Old School. Up 2 to number 29, fourth week on the chart, here's Ernest and Morgan Wallen with Flower Shops. Back up 1 to number 28 in their 18th week on the countdown, here's Dan and Shay with Steal My Love. Leaping 3 to number 27, here's Scotty McCreery with Damn Straight. Inching up 1 to number 26, Jason Aldean with Trouble with a Heartbreak. Up a notch to number 25 in her 6th week on the chart, Maren Morris with Circles Around This Town. Leaping 4 spots to number 24 is Walker Hayes with AA. Up a couple this week to number 23, Tim McGraw with 7500 OBO. Up a couple to number 22, it's Luke Bryan with Up. And up 2 spots to number 21 in his 25th week on the chart, Jake Owen with Best Thing Since Backroads. At number 20, up 2 spots, here's Miranda Lambert with If I Was a Cowboy. Up 2 spots to number 19, Thomas Rhett with Slow Down Summer. At number 18, up 2 spots, here's Keith Urban and Wild Hearts. Easing up 1 to number 17, it's Hardy and Give Heaven Some Hell. Up a notch to number 16, Cole Swindell and Lainey Wilson, called Never Say Never. Up a notch to number 15 in his 20th week on the chart, Blake Shelton with Come Back as a Country Boy. And here's the week's biggest mover, up 5 notches to number 14, Luke Combs and Doing This. At number 13, up a couple, Carly Pearce and Ashley McBryde, called Never Wanted to Be That Girl. Here's the song that's been on the chart the longest at 44 weeks and still climbing. Up 2 more to number 12, Russell Dickerson with Home Sweet. And at number 11, on 22 weeks on the chart, up a couple, here's Dierks Bentley, Breland, and Hardy with Beers on Me. Alright, down 2 spots this week to number 10, the former number 1 by Jordan Davis and Luke Bryan, called Buy Dirt. Inching up 1 to number 9 this week, Eric Church with Heart on Fire. Back up 1 to number 8, a former number 1 by Dustin Lynch and Mackenzie Porter, called Thinking About You. Slipping back a spot to number 7 is Elle King and Miranda Lambert, called Drunk and I Don't Want to Go Home. Trading places with Elle and Miranda, moving up to number 6 is Sam Hunt and 23. At number 5 for a second week is Cody Johnson with Till You Can't. At number 4 for a second week, Parker McCollum and To Be Loved by You. Here's last week's number 1, down this week to number 3, Morgan Wallen and Sand in My Boots. The number 2 song for a second week in a row is Kelsey Ballerini and Kenny Chesney. Their song is called Half of My Hometown. And the number 1 song in country music this week, taking 27 weeks to get here and moving up 2 spots this week. This becomes the 7th number 1 country hit for Kane Brown. The song is called One Mississippi. And from 40 to number 1, that's our countdown of this week's 40 biggest hits, according to MediaBase 24/7 from March 5th, 2022. Thanks for listening.